Hi, my name is Amanda and welcome to Amanda Lee Beauty. Today I have a summer bronze prom date night inspired makeup look. It's soft and glamorous, and now I'm going to start with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm using this to prime my eyelids, and using my beauty blender I'm going to blend that out just to cover up any discolorations on your eyelid and give something for your shadows to stick to. Using my NARS translucent crystal powder, I'm going to set with my Zoeva Highlight Luxe 101 brush, my 105 brush, and going in with the shade Fawn by Anastasia Beverly Hills on a Sigma tapered blending E35 brush, and using windshield wiper motions. You want to keep this above your crease. This is your transition shade. This is the shade that everything else is going to blend into, and I'm going from the outer corner of my eyebrow in towards my socket. And again, blend, blend, blend. Most of the work is in the blending. Now using ash brown and a Sigma small tapered E45 brush, I'm putting this on the outer V, starting from the outer corner of my outer V, working about a quarter of the way in on my lid. I'm focusing this above my crease, but just below my transition shade. When I go over these steps a few times, again, I'm blending that in towards my inner socket, about a quarter of the way in. Now I'm going in with Stila's Magnificent Metals in the shade Kitten Karma. I go on my lid about 2 times with this shade, and I got a million compliments when I wore this to dinner on Saturday. I felt it lasted all day. Now I'm going in with my Sigma small tapered blending E35 brush, again with the shade Fawn by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm blending. I just really want to deepen up my crease a little bit, and going again with that ash brown shade in the small tapered E45 brush to deepen up my outer V. I repeat this process several times to get my desired depth. I really wanted it to be nice and soft and romantic and neutral. Now I'm going in with my Natural Love palette by Too Faced, using my Bdellium Tools 777 brush in the shade Chocolate Martini. I just wanted a little more warmth and a little bit more depth to this look. I'm using this brush to pack and blend as I'm doing that, and bringing it up a little bit higher than the ash brown shade and blending it out with that Fawn shade by Anastasia. And again, I'm going in with that same Bdellium brush, and I'm priming my face with my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is my favorite primer. I don't see myself changing anytime soon. This is perfect for hydrating and priming your skin. I feel like my foundation goes on smoother and lasts longer. Now I'm using my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet in the shade 25 and 35. And I'm mixing that with my Tarte Maracuja oil, about 6 drops. I mix that on the back of my hand. Then I'm gonna go in and dot it all over, focusing on my cheeks, my upper lip, and I blend that in with my Beauty Blender. I personally feel the Beauty Blender blends it in best, but that's my personal opinion. And I love the finish that it gives with the Maracuja oil, because it's not too matte, it's not too dewy, it's just right, and it's very skin-like. I'm making sure to go over my ears, a little bit on my jawline, mildly down my neck, making sure to blend it into my hairline, and as you can see, this blends out beautifully on top of that Bobbi Brown. Now I'm going in for my second layer. I wanted a full coverage look. I wanted a very soft, flawless base, and as you can see, I'm taking the leftovers on the back of my hand, making sure not to waste. And again, using my Beauty Blender, going over my ears, making sure to get in my hairline. This product layers beautifully. Now I'm using my NARS Soft Matte Concealer on a Zoeva Cream Shader Brush, number 233. I'm doing this under my eyes in that V shade. And I'm going to use this concealer to clean up that eyeshadow there, make it nice and sharp. This was my first time using this concealer, and I have to say I'm very impressed by it. It gave me just the right amount of coverage without being heavy. I wanted a soft look, and this gave me exactly that. It wasn't overly bright. It was very soft and natural. It didn't crease. It didn't cake up. It didn't break up. I'm very pleased with it. Then I'm going to go in and do above my lip to cover up the hyperpigmentation. And I go in to do my smile lines as well, making sure to focus there and blending it out with my beauty blender. I do feel I could have blended this out with the brush, but it was quicker to do that with the blender. I make sure to do below my lip, never on my chin. I have a pronounced chin. Now I'm going on the bridge of my nose. As you see, I did my forehead, and I'm going to blend that out with my beauty blender again. Making sure that there's no creasing. Before I go in and set it, I go again under my eyes. Make sure that nothing has settled into any fine lines and creases. Then I'm going to go in with my NARS Translucent Crystal Powder on that same Zoeva Luxe Highlight brush, number 101, to set only the places that I concealed under my eyes, around my nose, my forehead, around my mouth. I want to go in with a cream bronzer, and you don't want to use powders before you use cream products. And I love this powder. Now I'm going in with the Tarte Pro Glow and the shade Shade, using a Dome shadow brush by Real Techniques to place that on the outer corners of my forehead, the highest points of my cheekbones. Basically the places the sun would kiss your skin the most, never forgetting the top of my forehead. Again, I'm remaining on the outer perimeters of my face, focusing there. And I don't forget to do the sides of my face and ever so slightly on my jawline as well. I did the outer perimeters very lightly and my jawline very lightly. I did not use a lot of product. Then I go in with my Bdellium Tools, my Zoeva. That's my Zoeva 125 stippling brush to blend this out. This was my first time using this cream bronzer on that foundation, and it blended out just as beautifully as it always has on any other foundation I've tried this with. It's very nice, and I feel it gives a nice demi matte. It's not too glowy, it's not too matte, it's very beautiful. I go in with the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I set the rest of my face now with my beauty blender, making sure to pounce that in. I use my beauty blender to pounce it in and really lock in all those cream products. I do this especially for the longevity. If you're going to be dancing, sweating, working hard, you need that to last. Using my Laguna bronzer on a Zoeva 101 Luxe Face Definer brush, I'm going to bronze up my face. I love this brush for bronzer. Listen to me. I love this brush for bronzer because it comes to like a tapered point, but yet it's still really fluffy. So you have all the precision you need with that point, but the fluffiness you need to blend it out so it doesn't pack color on too heavily. Now I'm using my Zoeva 105 my Zoeva Sheer Cheek Brush in the 127 and my NARS Dual Intensity Blush in the shade Adoration, and I'm just blushing up the apples of my cheeks, staying on the higher points of my cheekbones. You just want to have a nice flush, healthy glow to your face. Using my Tarte Pro Glow, I'm mixing Strobe and Stunner on a brush I got in my Ipsy bag called Me Me Me, and I go just above my eyebrows, staying above my blush, on the highest points of my cheekbones, and a little bit on my forehead, on my Cupid's bow. I love this brush because it gives me all the precision I need, but also blends it out. Now I'm using a Sigma, lid shader brush, E56, to apply my inner corner highlight using the shade Stunner. I completely forgot to do my brow bone, so please do that next. Then I also use this brush to do the top bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. And as you see, I just blended a tiny bit the inner corner highlight with my Sigma blending brush, just so it marries together nicely and it's gradient. Now I'm blending in all of my highlight with my Zoeva 101 Luxe Face Definer brush, the one I used to apply my bronzer. Make sure all the products marry together and there is no line of demarcation. And I also do that with my blush brush as well, just in case if we lost any of that color. Now I'm going to smoke out my bottom lash line using the shade Ash Brown on a small tapered E45 brush by Sigma. And then I go in with a Sigma Blending E36 brush in the shade Fawn by ABH, and I smoke out a little bit more on my bottom lash line. Now I don't like to do a very heavy bottom lash line because for me it pulls my eyes down and I don't want that. I just want to connect the top to the bottom. Now I made sure not to edit anything out of what I went through with this mascara. I got this Marc Jacobs mascara in a duo set that I ordered in my Sephora VIB sale haul. And it is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. And it did not work for me at all. It would not get in between my lashes. It would not separate. It just clumped. I struggled significantly to make this do remotely anything other than clump up my eyelashes. The fact that it took me 2 minutes to make my eyes look presentable where I could walk out of the house is really disgusting for a Marc Jacobs mascara. Now, I have had this mascara before in the past. I had a sample that I got as a points perk and I loved it. So I don't know if they reformulated this. I don't know if this is close to expiring, but I was not happy with it at all. I do not recommend purchasing this. I would suggest if you're interested, go to Sephora, get a sample, see if you like it, or if you can get it in a points perk. I just would not suggest paying full price for the full size. That's my personal and professional opinion. Maybe you have it and you love it. I don't know. Let me know, because this was a very frustrating struggle. As you can see, I'm still fighting with it. And I'm going in for more. More struggle. I cannot even believe this. I mean, I wiped the excess product off and everything. Face of disapproval. I'm not happy. Mama no likey. Then I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs gel eyeliner, which I do like. I have had this in the past as well. It's very creamy. It glides on very smoothly. There's no tugging. It lasts long. The only thing I will say is I noticed this was not as opaque as it was in the past. Now I'm filling in my eyebrows using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. And I focus most of the work on the top part of my eyebrow just to bring more emphasis to the arch and to lift my eyes a little bit more. I always take my time to comb through as I'm filming. Oh my God, this is my 5th time recording this. I always take my time to comb through as I'm filling them. As you can see, I just have some mediocre bald spots. You know, mediocre. Of course it's mediocre. No one wants a bald spot in their eyebrows. Here's a quick little tip. When you bring the inner part of your eyebrows closer together, it helps aid in narrowing your nose. Now you don't want to bring them all the way together or too close together. A unibrow looks good on no one, and that is just the truth. However, if you are not very good at contouring your nose, I suggest that. Now using MAC's lipstick in the shade Honey Love. This is a matte lipstick and a winner as far as brides are concerned. I'm going to top that off with my Buxom lip gloss in the shade Hot Toddy for just a nice glowy prom summer look. I wanted to keep this look soft and elegant. Now if you want to do it up with a liquid eyeliner or some false lashes to take it up a notch, you can do that from here on out, but I wanted to keep this soft. And here is a photo of what the makeup looked like 8 hours later. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe.